All right, 6:30, we're going to start the meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any additions or deletions to the board agenda?
Just a clarification that our student representatives could not attend today. They sent their apologies, but they were both kind of a little busy, so that happens to our student.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to the students of the month. We'll start with high school.
Good evening. I'm Kelly Millen, principal at Dowagiac Union High School, and it's my honor to present Dowagiac Union High School Student of the Month for October, Amelia Bakeman. Amelia is a junior at Dowagiac Union High School and the daughter of Pat and Raven Bakeman. Here to tell us a bit more about Amelia is her nominating teacher, Mrs. Amy Hackett. Mrs. Hackett teaches our science classes and is also the staff advisor for the DUHS Environmental Club. It's my privilege to turn the podium over to her so that she can explain why Amelia is our honoree.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here to present Amelia to you tonight. As Mrs. Millen said, she's our 17-year-old junior at DUHS. Her parents are Pat and Raven. She also has a sister that attends DUHS, Mallory, and a brother who goes to Justice Gage. So lots of awesome kids in our district. Amelia's strengths are reading and writing, so her favorite class is English. She's also dual enrolled, so she's taking classes at SMC toward a degree. She is an amazing asset towards our school culture as she is part of the National Honor Society, Student Senate, Rotary Interact, Chieftain Heart, Varsity Cheer, and she's on our leadership team for the Environmental Club. Outside of school, she's in competition dance, and she also teaches dance classes, so she's a very busy girl. I nominated Amelia because she comes in every morning with a very positive attitude, a smile on her face, and she is kind to absolutely everybody. So no matter what's going on that day, you can always count on her to kind of liven the mood and cheer people up. Her willingness to get involved and take on leadership roles is a great asset to our building as well. Even though she has an extremely busy schedule and a heavy workload, she's learning really well how to prioritize those things, though, that she can do amazing things for herself and for our school and our district. So congratulations, Amelia. We're proud to have you.
So each of tonight's Students of the Month will receive a certificate that reads, Student of the Month, Dowagiac Union High School. Well, each building will read with their own building's name, October 2023. It says, the school board administration and staff appreciate your academic performance and mentoring of fellow students. And then it's signed by the building principal and Superintendent Juan. They will each also receive a Chieftain Student of the Month t-shirt with their name on the back. So if you'd help me one last time, congratulate Amelia Bakeman. All right, this is for you. Yep.
Next, we have the middle school.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Whiteman. I'm the principal of Dowagiac Middle School, and I have the honor and privilege to talk a little bit about Lila. And Lila is a 7th grade student at Dowagiac Middle School and is the daughter of Tricia and Michael Grant. She has a younger brother named Zane, who is a kindergartner at Kinchlow Elementary. Lila says what she loves most about Dowagiac Middle School is the food. She says she likes it because there's a lot of variety and it's hot. She also says she likes hanging out with her friends at lunch and having a good time. Lila says her favorite class at DMS is band with Mr. Johnson. She says this because she loves playing her instrument, which is the trumpet, with her classmates and making music with others to listen and enjoy. Lila was nominated by Mrs. Wyrick, who teaches math and STEM classes at DMS, and Mrs. Wyrick had this to say about her nominee. Lila is a wonderful student. She is always respectful and completes her assignments on time and with the utmost care. She also is a model student who lends help to others when they need it. Lila is a joy to have in class, and I expect she will be a success at anything she sets her mind to accomplishing. In her spare time, I found out that Lila likes to watch movies. She says she really enjoys comedies, and her favorite movie is Beetlejuice. Lila also says she enjoys reading mysteries. She is currently reading the book entitled Awake by Natasha Preston. And also, when she's not busy, Lila says she loves doing nonogram puzzles, which are picture logic puzzles in which cells in a grid must be colored or left blank to reveal a message. When asked if she had any advice to give others interested in wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, Lila had this to say: I would tell them not to get tardies and to be on time to their classes. This will help you know what's happening in class better because the teacher always starts on time. Also, you won't get a detention at lunch, which will keep you from being able to sit next to your friends. And finally, I would tell them to be nice to everyone, especially to others who aren't your friends. This will help people to like you and also respect you. So on behalf of the staff and students at Dowagiac Middle School, we would like to congratulate Lila Grant for being selected as our October 2023 Student of the Month.
Next, we have Kinchlow.
All right, good evening. My name is Ryan Zietl. I'm principal at Kinchlow Elementary, and I have the honor and privilege to introduce you here to Brennan Siegel. So, it's a privilege to introduce you to Brennan Siegel, Kinchlow's featured student of the month, a quite remarkable 9-year-old, the son of the proud parents Bob and Kristen. I think they're both here tonight. Brennan stands out in many ways. His passion for learning shines through as he excels in the various favorite subject, mathematics. Brennan is not just a star student, but also an active participant in extracurricular activities. He's a triple threat on the field, court, and diamond, being actively involved in soccer, baseball, and basketball. His dedication to sports, along with his academic expertise, showcases his well-rounded character and commitment to excellence. Brennan's aspirations for future are equally inspiring. He looks up to his dad, an engineer, and dreams of following in his father's footsteps one day. This ambition reflects his determination and willingness to tackle challenging problems and create innovative solutions. Beyond his academic and athletic achievements, Brennan's character shines. He is always ready to lend a helping hand, not only with his peers, but also to his teachers. His helpful nature fosters a positive and supportive learning environment for everyone around him. His fourth grade teachers, Miss Brooks and Miss Gray, take pride in having Brennan as a student. His selection of Student of the Month is evidence to his dedication, hard work, and his awesome behavior. Brennan Siegel embodies the qualities of Dowagiac hero, and we are proud to celebrate his accomplishments. He is a role model for his peers and a shining example of what it means to be an outstanding student and a valued member of our school community. Congratulations, Brennan, on this well-deserved job. Way to go.
Now we have Sister Lakes.
I'm coming. Keep on coming. Sister Lakes. Sister Lakes. We'll come back to Pat Ham.
You'll have that.
Do you need another second?
It's good. It's good to put the pressure on her.
Sorry, good evening. My name is Alicia Stout, and I'm the principal at Sister Lakes Elementary, and I have the privilege of introducing to you Sophia Hemingway. And Sophia is our October Student of the Month, and she was selected by her fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Hatch. Sorry, you really threw me off. Sophia is the daughter of Victoria Rosales, and she is 9 years old and enjoys gaming. Her favorite game is on her PS4, and it's called Rec Room. She's unsure of what she'd like to be when she grows up, but maybe a YouTuber. At school, Sophia enjoys reading and music, and she's a member of our special chorus at Sister Lakes. Her favorite foods are chicken nuggets, French fries, and root beer from Burger King. Sophia doesn't have a pet right now, but she'd love a cat. This is what Mrs. Hatch had to say about why she chose Sophia. I chose Sophia as our October Student of the Month because she's very responsible, hardworking, and she works quietly focused during all of our lessons. She's always following directions and following along. Sophia is kind, respectful, and very well-mannered. She is a model chieftain hero. This makes her an absolute pleasure to have in class, and I am so proud of this young lady. So please help me congratulate Sophia.
All right, now let's do Patrick Hamilton.
Good evening. I am Miss Conlon, the principal at Patrick Hamilton Elementary, and it is my honor to introduce Silas Gallegos. He is the fourth grade Student of the Month, nominated by his teacher, Mrs. Slusher. Unfortunately, she could not be here this evening, but she shared with me that Silas has a big heart. Selfless, caring, and hardworking are just a few ways to describe what a great student he is. He cares about his peers and his schoolwork. He always gives his best effort in class. He is a great listener and is always willing to contribute. He is a friend to all and offers a helping hand to any student or teacher in need. It is an honor to have Silas Gallegos represent Patrick Hamilton Student of the Month. He is here this evening with his mother Maria, and his father Silas Gallegos. He has a sister Nina and a brother Juan. Thank you, Silas. Great job.
And now we have Justice Gage.
Good evening. My name is Brian Henry. I'm principal of Justice Gage Elementary, and the Justice Gage staff would like to announce the selection of Hayden Bridges from Mrs. Baton's 4th grade classroom as their October Student of the Month.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Baton. I am new to the Dowagiac community, and it has been a blessing to teach at Justice Gage. It was very hard to choose because I have such a wonderful group of kids, but Hayden was easy because she embodies the most what we look for as students in Justice Gage. Hayden is the daughter of Daniel Webster and Sam Bridges. Hayden has 2 brothers, Beckham, who also attends Justice Gage as a kindergartner. Bo is a 7th grader attending Dowagiac Middle School. She's always respectful and kind each and every day. Hayden never talks out in class unless it's her turn to participate in the class discussion. She needs something or has something to say, she will raise her hand. She's a very hard worker, and she's a friend to everyone. Her favorite thing about school is hanging out with her friends, and her favorite subject is math. She stated that she worked on math at home at a very young age. Someday Hayden would love to be a veterinarian. Hayden lives the hero expectations every day and is quiet in the hallway whether her friends are talking to her or not. She states that the reason she was selected as the Student of the Month was, it could have been that I don't talk in class or in the hallway. For reading leisure, Hayden loves to read Babysitter Club books. Advice to future 4th grade students, if you want lots of hero tickets, don't talk in the hallway or when your teacher is teaching class. Other interesting facts about Hayden is that she loves sports, volleyball, softball, and basketball. Volleyball is her favorite sport as she is a member of one of the Little Spiker Dowagiac teams. Hayden's family owns one pet, Opie, and he is a black lab mix. I am so happy that she is a member of Baton's Buddies.
Congratulations, Hayden.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. All right, welcome back. Do we have any hearing of the citizens?
None tonight, Mr. President.
All right. Finance report?
As follows: general fund, $962,045.60. Food service, $157,800.79. Capital projects, account number 41, $13,800.03. Capital projects number 49, $23,913. And activity accounts, $10,057.47. That's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. Jonathan, the superintendent's report?
Yeah, I'd like to share just kind of a reminder, and if I misspeak on any of these dates, principals, please correct me. Elementary music performances for the holidays. Kinchlow, December 4th. Yes. Pat Ham, December 5th. Justice Gage, December 6th. Sister Lakes, December 7th. Yes. Middle school and high school band concert will be the 13th. And choir concert the 14th. So I just wanted to remind you, potentially add those to your calendar. They're really entertaining and they're very fun evenings. Also, a little fun note: December 11th, I get to participate in the second mock interviews for Miss Dowagiac. It's actually quite. It's really exciting to see hard work. These young ladies. What they do is amazing. The amount of time that they put in for Miss Dowagiac on top of school and anything else they do, it's amazing. I was just had a great time last year, and I'm looking forward to this year. And of course, well wishes for the holiday seasons coming up, and just a slight reminder that this year, first semester will end December 22nd, before Christmas break. Okay. And we worked that out. We thought that would be a nice little chance to have the kids end their first semester, have Christmas break, and then come back and start fresh in second semester after that. So worked that out in good cooperation with the teachers, and that we worked out. And thank you, Pat, for that cooperation there. I think he just smiled. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. And one last thing, Mackenzie Collins will be she's being recommended to the board tonight to be the representative for the PAC. That's the Parent Advocacy Council. Which is a part of the ISD and the special ed services they provide. This is a requirement of the state for the district to have a rep, and so we highly recommend her. She's a terrific person, parent, and she's also a staff member, so highly recommend her. And that's all I had for tonight.
Okay. Athletic report?
Good evening. As we've start our winter sports season, we'll recap our fall, then we'll go fast forward again up until the winter. But to recap our fall sports season, first I'll touch on some individual success, and we'll discuss our teams. Overall, we had 29 all-conference members of our athletic teams this past fall. We had one conference champ in cross country, that was Owen Saylor. We had 3 members make all-district, 4 made all-region. We had one all-state member, that was Rebecca Guernsey for girls golf, who finished, I believe, 8th overall in the state, and after day 1, she was in 3rd place going into the final round. It's quite an accomplishment for her. Our girls golf team as a whole qualified for the state tournament, or state championship. It's the first time ever in school history that we've qualified as a team. We've had individuals qualify, but as a team, this is the first time that we ever qualified. They end up finishing 12th in the state, so it's quite an accomplishment for them. On top of that, they earned academic all-state as well. There's a direct correlation between on-field success and academic success. With that, Coach Bob Turner was the regional coach of the year. I believe that is his 2nd time winning that award, so quite an accomplishment for him. On top of that, we also had, as a total, 4 academic all-state individuals. with 2 academic all-state teams. I mentioned girls golf earlier. Our volleyball team has also earned academic all-state, so quite an accomplishment for them. In terms of teams, we'll go through each team a little bit. Football had their first winning season since 2019. It was a good turnaround for Coach Davis. The progression that they've made in his 3 years has been quite impressive. They also, JV team finished 7-1. I have one board member who would be mad at me if I didn't mention the JV football team. So make sure, Carrie, there you go. There's your shout out. With that, soccer. If anybody who watched our soccer team, you'd say, how did this happen? Because about every major injury that they could suffer this year, from broken legs, broken feet, from a broken hand, torn ACL, somehow they managed through to play. Their final match was for the conference championship this year. Fortunately, it didn't turn out the way we had hoped, but they showed some perseverance, some toughness, and that's what we want in athletics, right? Put your head down. Everything's not going to be great all the time, but they stuck to the course and had an opportunity to have a championship season at the end of the year with a majority of the team coming back. To piggyback off that, volleyball, who only had 4 seniors, put out 16 wins. They were competitive, had a good run through the conference, so we're excited about the future with that. And I previously mentioned cross country with Owen winning. He won individually the cross country Lakeland Conference champion. There's some solid runners with him, always looking to add some depth with that. So moving forward to the winter, as our final winter sport started practice today for the first time. Boys basketball started 2 weeks ago. Boys basketball started last week. Cheer started 2 weeks ago. Wrestling started last week, and girls basketball started practice today. So with that, what are we looking forward to in the winter? Wrestling, Coach Brandt, Coach Lyle up in the corner are going for a school record 7th straight district. Not that there's any pressure on them, but they better win a 7th straight district. That's the testament that Coach Brandt and his staff have put together. That's our expectation. One of the things I always talk to Colin about is don't take those wins for granted, right? You get to the point where you do it all the time, but don't take it for granted. Never take success for granted. It takes a lot of work, a lot of lessons he learned from coaches that he's talked about, from when he was when he was my way, when he wrestled in the middle school at Ring Lardner at Niles, or when he wrestled for Coach Hessen at the high school level, and then he continued at Michigan State for a year. Said, share those lessons to our kids. You've wrestled at every level. Share it to them. Your successes, your failures, what you liked, what you don't like. One of the things when I coached, I always talked about, everybody knows the great things that coaches did. What are the things that you hated? Make sure you don't do those to your kids, right? Learn from those. What your coach said you didn't like, throw that one out of the playbook. Girls basketball, Coach Turner's going to do a great job changing the culture. Continued success is expected. Cheer, Coach Stanger and Coach Martinowitz did a great job establishing the culture that we want out of our cheer program. Coach Wilson has joined the staff as Coach Martinowitz. We thank her for her time. She's working on her master's degree. Figured out she didn't have time to put the amount of commitment into it. So kudos to her for recognizing that, and we thank her for her time. But our cheer is hopefully going to qualify for the first regional. We've gotten better every year the last few years. Hopefully we'll take that next step. And with that, boys basketball, Coach Hunt and I were talking about that today, and we're going to be much improved. We're going to be better. But our schedule isn't, the AD wasn't always great to the basketball coach this year. I'm just telling you that. But that's what you got to do. We play everybody in Southwest Michigan, with the exception of maybe one school just to the south of us. We just happened to be luck of the draw. They didn't make the schedule this year. All right, so with that, so Coach Hunt and I, we're talking about it. Like I said, we're going to be better. Our schedule, our conference. Brandywine went to the Final Four last year. They got everybody back. Okay, we played them twice. Berrien Springs finished second. No, actually might have won the league. Runner-up last year in the league. They added a pretty good transfer from another school. Everybody back. We have them twice. Benton Harbor. I don't have to say anything about Benton Harbor. We all know the history of Benton Harbor basketball. And Daneham's looking at me like, well, who are we playing in the non-conference? I go, like St. Joe, Lakeshore, who else you want to play? And he said, no, Coach Hunt is not on the hot seat, but the AD did not do him many favors this year. So as we move forward, we're excited about the winter. We celebrated our successes of the fall. One of the big things was leadership, accountability within our programs. We want our athletes to embrace the challenge of being an athlete. That's why we came up with the 24/7, 365 motto on the shirts. Embrace it. Don't run from it. Embrace it. That's what part of being a leader. That's what part of being part of the community. Our future leaders are a community. Embrace the responsibility. Embrace the challenge of being an athlete here and of being a chieftain, a leader, right? Embrace it. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Own it. Own it all the time. Be proud of where you're from. That's one of the reasons why we came up with that slogan this year. So, before I open up to questions for you guys, I'd be in trouble if I didn't thank a few people. Secretary Tanya Brooks, she's been an awesome addition to our staff. Our trainer, Gabby Schultz, if you've seen her on the sidelines, she is fantastic, not only handling injuries, injury prevention, the PT that follows it, the physical therapy that follows the injury. Justin Fuller, his staff, Jamie Williamson specifically on the fields, he is awesome. We go places, our fields are the best we play at, bar none. Our fields are the best we play on. Our transportation staff, I'll use a reference tonight, middle school. I got a call from Waterville East Middle School, well, their AD. Hey, we don't have a bus. Can we push the start time back to 6? That was at 1. We don't run into those issues. Bob and Jane at transportation make sure we have things taken care of. And it's not anybody's fault, but we always have a situation. And our district values athletics, and they make sure we're taken care of. Our building administration, Kelly Millen, Brian Sperling, Sean Whiteman, they do a great job making sure that our kids are able, if they have to go leave for an event or they need support, they're there. And last but not least, since we're talking middle school, Jeff Winters, who takes care of our middle school. He's our middle school games manager, helps me tremendously. He's my right-hand man. Without him, a lot of these events wouldn't be put on with the success that we have. So I thank them and open it up now to any questions you guys may have. Fantastic. All right. That's it. Any questions?
I don't have a question, but I heard nothing but good things about your fall sports banquet. So
Good.
Thank you for what you do.
Yeah, thank you. And did you guys received a copy of the handout we gave to all the parents that they received there? It's basically a summary of what I just mentioned to you guys. So changed the format a little bit this year, and I think it was a success. So, all right. Thank you. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
Go Chiefs.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll move on to our action items. We've got approval of minutes from the November 7th meeting, approval of bills for payment, approval of Mackenzie Collins for the Parent Advisory Committee representative, acceptance of resignation from Justin Fuller and Sarah Hartwell, approval of FMLA leave from Jeremy Tilley and Lauren Layton.
I, Stephanie Tucker, make the motion to approve the items A through E as listed on the consent agenda.
Second. Support.
Okay, motion passed. Any discussion? All right. What's up? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. Thanks, Sean. New business, approval of hire of John Giroff as our maintenance director.
I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion to approve John Giroff as the Facilities and Grounds Director as described by the superintendent.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes.
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 Okay, next we have acceptance of a donation from Carol Rubino.
I make the motion to approve the donations from Carol Rubino as listed by the superintendent.
Second.
Discussion?
Do we want to tell people what they were?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask him to do.
You can share whatever you would like. It's an extensive list of including hand tools, hand power tools, equipment, table saw, we had a bandsaw, drill press, and an incredible workbench that was created by Mr. Rubio before his passing, with a flip-up chop saw, a planer, and some storage equipment. The overall was over $14,000 valued of this donation, and it's an incredible gift from the family. Jim, before his passing, two of his loves were woodworking and construction. He actually built their home and built furniture in the home. And he was an incredible skilled, and that was his hobbies. It was amazing, and he wanted to, the family wanted to pass on his love and ability for our kids to benefit from his love. So they reached out to us, and it was a great blessing, and it's being implemented is between the middle school and the high school, and just incredible gift, just an incredible gift. Can't say enough.
Excellent, thank you. Yes.
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 Next, we have recommendation of expulsion for student B200006148.
I, Carrie Freeman, make the motion that student B200006148 be expelled through the end of the 2023-24 school year as required, with the conditions presented by the superintendent in his recommendation.
Support.
Discussion. Any discussion?
Any discussion?
Yes.
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 Yes. Next, we have another recommendation for expulsion, student C2000076.
I, Stephanie Tucker, make the motion that student C2000076 be expelled through the end of the 2023-24 school year as required, with the conditions presented by the superintendent in his recommendations.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes.
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 All right, that's all we have for this evening. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Yep. I motion to adjourn.